Holy cow, YouTube, it's been like a month since I made a video. There comes a point where I can walk around all day with a camera and make videos, or I can get and take care of business and get things done. And that's kind of what had to happen. Too many irons in the fire and some had to give. Anyway, let me do a quick update, show you guys what's going on here. So, the garden has been, what can I say, I was way ahead of the game, and then I went way behind the game. But I'm catching up to myself, so things are looking good. I haven't been out to sell anything since Mother's Day. I made about $1,100 in 4 trips out, sold about 500 plants. So I can't complain about that. That was a very fruitful endeavor. Definitely worthwhile. But at this point, I gotta focus on the garden. So the plants were coming to a point where it just wasn't, I couldn't sell the plants anymore. They were just getting root bound, starting to kind of look bad, yellowing, and I just kind of had to shift gears. But I spent a couple of nights out here in the garden weeding everything, because the last time I checked in, I think I remember saying how terrible everything looked, but there was nothing but weeds in the beds, all around the beds. So I had a couple of lots of late nights out here getting things done. But things are almost where they need to be with the garden. I've got this row here is nothing but watermelon, and we've got 3 different kinds of watermelon. Orange tenderflesh. What else we got? Strawberry watermelon, and your typical, I forget what it's called, the typical red watermelon. We've got some sugar baby pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns over here in the second row. We get to this third row over here. It's kind of a collage of things. I've got some chard and amaranth, spinach, radishes for days. We've been eating radishes like crazy. Over here I got broccoli, cauliflower. Let the wind go here. A little disappointing, my broccoli is like already like bolting, starting to go to seed on me. I haven't even got a chance to eat one of them. But it is what it is. Maybe I'll have better luck with the cauliflower. Been eating kale, that's kind of nice. And this garlic right here is probably ready to start pulling. Radishes are doing crazy amount of radishes. Kind of went overkill on that. Some of those are going to seed as well. But I'm doing what I can to eat those. And I don't have anything planted in this bed. I kind of got a partial in this bed. I have not planted any tomatoes. That's where I am behind for now with the garden. But I want to take this down and kind of do my tomatoes a little differently this year. Down here I have got cucumbers. I'll just walk down here. We've got cucumbers, tomatillos, and sunflowers all together. You can see they're kind of, everything was kind of starting to yellow on me, and it just, I couldn't in good consciousness try and sell this stuff. First of all, it just I would look bad, and secondly, I would kind of second guess myself if somebody walked away with some of this stuff. It just needed to get into the ground, and I didn't feel like I was it was sellable. So I had to put the brakes on that and just focus on the garden. This is nothing but peppers. This whole row is like bell peppers, and then it transitions to jalapenos, and then it transitions to the really hot stuff up at the top. And this side of the trellising, this bed here, I've got nothing in it. This is completely open, and then I've got a fair amount of stuff in here, and you can see everything has been planted really close, trying to maximize as much space as possible. Good, bad, or ugly, gonna learn from it. So got cantaloupe here. I can't for the life of me remember what I planted here, what these are. Oh, these are Ogens. At least we're gonna call this muskmelon, because I was told these were Ogens, but I don't think that they are. So we're just calling these muskmelons. These are the ones that can't remember for the life of me what they are. Thought I had a tag, but I don't see it. We've got, what are these? Honeydews. Tons of honeydews. Honeydews are great. Honeydews there. A couple of extras right there. And these are the cucamelons, or Mexican sour gherkins, is what they're labeled as. All this stuff looks kind of bad, but I think in a few days it'll all turn around and it'll take. There's still kind of, everything's still kind of on the rebound. This is all my snake gourds. So what can I say? It's been a few days. I've definitely seen some improvement, but I mean, if you're going to be real critical and start really looking at stuff, yeah, some of these plants kind of look a little bad. But like I said, they were getting root bound. They were in the planters for too long enough. They were ready to transition, so totally had to change my focus there. Come up to the greenhouse. So many things going on, guys. I've had to weed eat the property, spent countless days and nights out there in the garden weed eating stuff. This thing here, the G-Ride, this has taken up some time, because once I got this, we sold the truck that we had. That took a couple days of time to deal with, the whole process of that, because got to a point like where it was, I'm going out, I need a truck, and did I want to spend time and money and energy on the truck we had, or do we want to kind of switch gears and get something that was more family compatible? Because we had a two-door, two-wheel drive, and I can't even tell you how many times I got the thing stuck on flat ground. It was pretty annoying. So we decided to look for something new, got a four-door, four-wheel drive, and this thing's got its fair share of issues. I just went from one headache to another, but I'm loving this truck. I've been spending a lot of time on it, trying to get it up and running, get all the kinks worked out of it. You can definitely tell there's some stuff in here that needs to be done. The dash looks like your typical Dodge Ram, and had to change the ignition cylinder, the ignition switch, opened up all this stuff so I could get in there and play with it. The shifter, I had to grease that up and play around with that so I could get it to put it in park and have have everything working right. It was crazy. Anyway, that finally got that up and running, looking nice, and I think I'll be doing a video or two here coming soon about the truck, because I have, you know, when you learn something and you search all over the internet and nobody has an answer for it, you got to make a video on it. So I'll have something coming up soon on that one. But as far as the greenhouse goes, I can walk in here for once in like 2 or 3 months. Never mind my garage over here. Yeah, that's the garage. But the greenhouse is open. It's nice. These tobacco plants are like going off. All kinds of, these things are ready to seed, I guess. I don't know, I've never dealt with something like this, but world keeps going the way it is. These might be pretty valuable here pretty soon. Tobacco farmer. Farmer G, tobacco farmer. The aquaponics has been doing good. I've been eating lettuce like a crazy person. However, at this point in time, the lettuce needs to pretty much be switched out because everything's kind of getting to the end. It's kind of starting to bolt on me. But I have like cut a lot of these heads of lettuce 2-3 times and eaten them. And anyway, the aquaponics has been doing really good. Fish are doing good. Everybody's alive and kicking. Begging for food. So anyway, guys, I just gotta say thanks for checking in with me. Thanks for checking in with me. Catch you soon.